Hey, welcome to the Talking Prem podcast's YouTube show, the Talking Prem YouTube. Every week we're going to do our tip show, just a quick one, straight to the YouTube, where we pick all the games and we give you our score predictions, some gambling tips. Just things like that. Straight to the YouTube, nice quick video.
Gamble responsibly.
Here's a gambling tip for you. Don't gamble.
Don't.
The more you put on, the more you get back. So just
My one tip for gambling: always chase your losses.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Because you never know. Like you might bet on Manchester City 4 weeks in a row and they get 4 draws. That fifth week, if you don't bet on them, they're going to win and you're going to be a loser.
Yeah.
Whatever you bet and you lose, next week just double it.
Yeah, you got to get it back.
You might be 20 grand in the hole,
but then you're going to win 80.
Baby.
Yeah.
What's 40? Like what's 40 grand and 20 grand?
Chase those losses.
So but seriously, gamble responsibly. I don't want to get that. So we'll get straight into it. Sorry, not back into it. It's been a while since we recorded. So straight into it. Jared, you've got the fixtures up there starting tonight at 9:30.
I do. So first game of the Premier League season this year, boys, is Fulham versus Arsenal. So that's why I got my Arsenal jersey on this week, even though they're garbage. Fulham v Arsenal at Fulham. How do you reckon it's going, boys?
Arsenal to do Arsenal things, make a meal of it, make it much harder than it should be. 2-1.
Arsenal 3-0. Willian to get a goal on debut.
No, I reckon Booth's onto something here. I think Arsenal 2-1.
Well, either way, I win. So plus 2.5. Gamble responsibly.
Shut up. Second game of the match week. Crystal Palace versus Southampton at Crystal Palace. Booth, score?
Selhurst Park is not that much of a fortress. I think Southampton are going to go there and get the bickies. I'd say I'm thinking like a 1-0 win.
Even less of a fortress when there's 0 fans in the stadium. So I'm going to go Southampton 2-1.
I'm going to say it's going to be a 1-1 draw.
Ooh, boring.
Wow.
Yeah, it's boring football, but
it is Palace.
It's Palace versus Southampton.
Hey, Danny Ings, he could pop up.
That kit's going to do wonders for Southampton, I reckon.
Look,
love that kit.
I think we've had enough people agree with me that Southampton kit is only for nostalgia merchants.
You're a clown. Moving on.
Meg also agrees it's a clown college kit.
You're a clown college kit.
Last season's kit is better.
Moving on.
God, no. Moving on.
Moving on, please, before this gets out of hand with Booth's stupidity. Liverpool versus Leeds. Leeds first game back in the Premier League at Anfield, boys. What's going to happen?
3-0 scoreline. Easy as that. Trent Alexander-Arnold and Robertson to really score some FPL points for me.
I'm going to go 4-1 Liverpool. And our guy, Rodrigo, getting on the score sheet for Leeds.
Boy, Rodrigo.
He's not going to score.
Like you said, Booth, Van Dijk looked a bit shaky for the Netherlands. It's exactly what he needs to start his season against a weak defender like Van Dijk.
Yeah, it's the confidence boost he needs to really get the ball rolling for those double-digit goals this season. But Liverpool 3-1.
Rodrigo to score.
No,
assisted by Pablo Jimenez. Boys, West Ham, Newcastle, the Hammers at the London Stadium. How are we going? New signings for Newcastle. Will they bring the
Newcastle?
I'm going to go
2-0 Newcastle's. I'm definitely thinking St. Maximin and Callum Wilson. If they can, interlock quickly, that could be a dangerous little partnership.
My worry there is that it's too early, like first game. Are they going to be gelled enough in just a week's worth of training? And I think West Ham's got plenty of options to score.
You just got to hope for West Ham fans' sake that they're going to get that post-lockdown West Ham and not the West Ham everyone thinks is going to come out.
Come dead last and get relegated.
Yeah.
2-1 Newcastle.
Still the overs.
And moving on to Sunday's fixtures, boys. West Bromwich Albion's first game back in the Premier League against Leicester.
Big one. Big battle clash of the Titans. Leicester 1-0, I think. Quick, easy.
I think Leicester 2-0. West Brom don't have enough, but Leicester, we saw them at the restarting of the Premier League. They were really slow. I'm hoping they don't start that slow, but I think 2-0. They'll do it pretty comfortably. Probably could be 3, but I'll go with 2-0.
2-0. 2-0 Leicester sounds like a pretty reasonable scoreline to me. So moving on again. Tottenham Hotspur versus Everton. This is going to be a good clash, boys.
Now that James is in that blue.
Yeah, I think Everton might pull one over on Jose and the boys. I'm thinking a 2-0 shock scoreline.
Oh, wow.
Interesting.
I can't see Tottenham not scoring with Harry Kane, the way he sort of finished the season and just how good a player he is. I think it'll be...
And we've skipped August. We've skipped August, so he can score goals now.
That's it, yeah. He doesn't have to have his slow start in August. I'm going to go... I don't want to go a win. I think it's going to be a 2-1 win to Tottenham to start the season.
I'm going to say it's going to be a 1-1 draw. First game of the season for those two.
Boring.
Yeah, it's boring football. It's first game. What do you want? Now, this one's for Jamie. Your Blades versus Wolves. How are you boys going with the signings that you did end up getting with Ollie Burt coming in?
As we literally 12 hours after we stopped that big preview show, Ollie Burt signs for the Blades. He's not going to start. Absolutely not. He might come off the bench late. This is a tough one. Like last season, I probably would have been inclined to go with the Wolves for like a close win, but the way Sander Burgess looked for Norway in the back end of the Premier League season and in the trials, I think we're going to pip this one. I think it's going to be a 2-1 Sheffield United win at the Lane.
I'm thinking 1-1 draw.
I'm thinking 1-1 draw.
God damn it, man. 2-1 win. Ollie McBurney, ready to go.
And then the last fixture for this match week 1, boys. Matty Ryan's Brighton Hove Albion against Chelsea, who have just brought in every man and their dog this transfer. I see it thrashing.
I do think it's probably going to be 4-0.
Yeah, I was thinking the exact same thing. 4-0.
4-0 to Chelsea. Rest in peace.
I think Brighton may bag one, like a consolation with 50-50 Kepa in goals, but I think about 4-1 Chelsea.
Okay, well, so we're all around the 4-goal mark. I reckon Burnham's going to score to start the season. And he'll get off to a flyer.
I reckon he'll get off to a flying start, yeah.
That's it, eh?
That's the fixtures.
Yeah, so it should be an exciting week. Worth of fixtures.
My best bets for the weekend. It is, yeah.
Stop betting. You're bad at betting.
Hey, I got some good money last night in that AFL game. Rest in peace, the Cats. But my big pick for the week is plus 2 goals Liverpool over Leeds. That's what I think. I think it's going to be easily a 2-goal margin. That's my go for. And, I mean, take over 2.5 goals in almost all these games, especially the Arsenal, Fulham, Leeds, Liverpool, even Southampton, Crystal Palace. I think there's going to be goals there, so take the overs there as well.
Yeah, I don't see anyone I don't see any goalless draws. I think most teams will get on the score sheet this weekend. But yeah, it's probably a good shout. Plus 2 goals for Liverpool, but reigning champions coming in against the championship champions, in Leeds. Yeah. But it's going to be a good round of fixtures. A few good clashes with especially Tottenham Chelsea is probably going to be one of the best matches this weekend because it's Chelsea. Tottenham Everton. Sorry, Tottenham Everton. They're just in blue. Who cares?
I hope
Stupid man. Stupid. Tottenham Everton with James Rodriguez in the blue of Everton.
Yeah.
Yeah, I reckon it's going to be a cracking contest, boys.
He's going to definitely test their defense pretty well. One of the other major signings that we missed on the show, we'll just get to it quickly. Ollie Watkins to Aston Villa, record signing for Aston Villa. I think it's a really good purchase. He was phenomenal last year in the Championship. It's just, can he back it up in the Premier League? He kind of fell asleep when it came to big games. So, yeah, we'll see. I think it's a good move.
Oh, I see. This is why me and Booth have Aston Villa staying in the Premier League this season, and you're the clown that has them in 19th.
With that move, it might move them up to 18th.
They're keeping Grealish by the look of it. I don't know how, but they're doing it somehow.
Yeah, that's a bit of a shock now that he's in the England squad. But yeah, that could be the big difference of them staying up. But I think Ollie Watkins, he's now got Grealish has got someone really solid to play for. Not that McGinn wasn't good, but Ollie Watkins is a pretty good goal scorer. So, unfortunately,
I've got
Villa
some
may
future
survive.
bets to put on as well.
Oh yeah,
obviously, Man City to win the league. Now, this one, Richarlison to get 10 plus goals for the season is a great futures bet. People always don't give you really good odds for Richarlison to get over 10 goals. So,
but with
done it
James
the past
behind him,
2 seasons. Yeah, I think this is even better.
I think a good bet is also probably Rodrigo to get 10 plus goals.
I think Rodrigo to get under 10 goals is.
I reckon you're going to eat it.
I'm going to take the over on that one.
Yeah, absolutely.
Another bet I'm looking at is Everton to finish higher than the market on sports bet. They've got to finish higher than Wolves at $2.63. I reckon that's a pretty solid chance. Wolves hasn't really done anything in the transfer window. They've lost some good players, and Everton have obviously boosted their squad. So I reckon 263 is juicy odds for Everton to finish higher than Wolves.
Yep.
Oh, very easy, very easy.
It's almost like giving money away. Also, another one which is weird for me as well. Leeds to finish higher than same market. They're all pretty short odds, but Crystal Palace $1.45. You might want to jump onto that. If you really fancy your chances and you think they're going to be a top 10 team to finish higher than Southampton's 250.
Can you multi them up on that bet?
Oh, I'm not sure. I can't see why not because they're different markets. So I'd say you'd be able to as a future bet. So, but they're just some things that I've been looking at. I wish you could have, like in the NFL and American sports books, they have like a win total for the year. Like you can bet the Patriots to win more than 8 games. I wish we had that because I'd take the over on whatever they'd give Leeds because I think Leeds is going to have a pretty solid season.
Yeah.
And I mean, with that Ollie Watkins signing, you might even take the over of wins on Aston Villa if they had that market because he's going to get them at least a few. So.
Absolutely.
I think that's it for our first tip show. We'll put them all up on the Facebooks and the Twitter.
On the socials, mate. On the socials.
On the social. True, we have an Instagram too. So yeah, this will go straight to YouTube. So you can like the videos on YouTube. Subscribe. Fuck, I sound 50.
Just listen to Booth. That's all he ever says.
Exactly. That's all he says. About time someone starts listening.
Get ahead.
If you like our videos, it boosts us.
Yeah, and you want to boost us. Other than that, we'll be back Tuesday, Wednesday with our wrap-up show. Up the Blades. Bring on the Premier League season.
Mate, it doesn't matter. Championship starts this weekend. Come on, Forrest.
Shut up.
You're a clown.
This is a Talking Championship podcast.
See you next week.
The Scottish Premiership.
Bye.
Bye, boys.